Tired of stiff joints and expensive supplements? This grocery list changed everything. If you're living with arthritis, you probably already know that your kitchen is as much of a medicine cabinet as your bathroom cupboard. But let's face it, most people don't talk openly about the daily challenges. Those stiff, aching joints when you wake up, the fatigue that settles into your bones, the frustration at being sidelined from simple pleasures you once took for granted. Instead of offering hope, we're often handed a glass of pills and told to live with it. That's not good enough. Because while prescription medications can help manage symptoms, there's a powerful, underutilized option sitting right in front of you every day. Plant-based foods. The foods you eat influence your inflammation levels, your mood, your energy, and yes, your joint pain. And what you may not realize is, certain whole, nutrient-rich foods can literally help your body reclaim strength, flexibility, and comfort over time. So today, let's go on a journey through 3 everyday, affordable, plant-based proteins that are like secret weapons for joint health. Lentils, chickpeas, and, coming soon, another superstar you'll want in your kitchen. You don't need fancy supplements, extreme diets, or expensive health products. All you need is a shelf in your pantry and a willingness to try something simple, and your joints might just thank you. 1. Lentils. The unassuming legume with serious joint benefits. Why lentils deserve a spot on your plate. At first glance, lentils aren't glamorous. You won't see them featured on Instagram hot posts, and they don't come in flashy packaging. But if arthritis lives in your joints, lentils may just become your best friend. Here's why. Muscle and tissue repair. Arthritis puts extra strain on your muscles and connective tissues. Protein, essential for repairing and maintaining these structures, is often associated with meat. But guess what? Lentils pack in a solid 9 grams of protein per half cup, cooked, making them a truly effective and gentle alternative to red meat. They help keep your muscles strong and capable of supporting your joints without triggering inflammation. Anti-inflammatory nutrients. Beyond protein, lentils bring vital micronutrients to the table. Magnesium. Think of magnesium as your muscle and joint relief agent. This mineral helps muscles relax so stiffness eases naturally. If you've ever woken up stiff and tight, magnesium deficiency could be at play. Lentils are rich in it, helping you wake up easier. Potassium. We often associate potassium with heart health, but did you know it helps flush out excess sodium and fluid from your tissues? That means less water retention, less swelling, and less joint pain. Whether it's your knees or your hands feeling puffy, potassium-rich foods like lentils can bring relief. Dietary fiber. Lentils are loaded with fiber, which slows digestion and keeps blood sugar steady. That's key because sugar spikes can trigger inflammation. Steady blood sugar, steady mood, energy, and joint comfort. Folate, vitamin B9. This lesser-known vitamin plays a huge role behind the scenes. It helps keep homocysteine levels in check, a compound linked to increased inflammation and joint pain when elevated. Daily servings of lentils help maintain healthier folate levels, supporting your joints subtly yet powerfully. How to cook and enjoy lentils. Simple is best. Try these suggestions. Add them straight into soups or stews. They thicken the texture and add hearty substance. Make a vibrant lentil curry. Sauté onions, garlic, spices, turmeric, cumin, coriander, then toss in cooked lentils for a comforting, warming dish. Bulk up mixed salads. Cooked lentils hold well in the fridge, making them easy to toss into leafy bowls with olive oil and chopped veggies. Substitute ground meat in tacos, wraps, or chili. Season lentils as you would meat, savory, spicy, smoky, or sweet. They soak up flavors beautifully. No soak time required. Unlike larger beans, lentils simply need a quick rinse and a 20-30 minute simmer. So efficient for busy days. Want to amplify their anti-inflammatory effect? Finish each dish with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, a sprinkle of turmeric, a crack of black pepper, or a handful of raw spinach or kale. These extras add phytonutrients and antioxidants that boost joint defense even more, and taste amazing. Next up, chickpeas. They might be best known as the base of hummus, or those cute round legumes bobbing in salads, but they're cracked wide open with nutrient-dense goodness that's perfect for arthritis relief. What makes chickpeas so special? Rock-solid protein. Just like lentils, chickpeas offer your muscles and joints the building blocks they need, without the downsides of animal proteins. Half a cup of cooked chickpeas delivers about 7-8 grams of protein plus fiber, all in a cholesterol-free, inflammation-friendly package. Abundant polyphenols. This might sound like science jargon, but it's really good news. Polyphenols are plant compounds that act as antioxidants in your body. They guard against free radicals, unstable molecules linked to oxidative stress, which can worsen arthritis symptoms over time. Think of each bite of chickpeas as reinforcing your joints with a microscopic layer of protection. Vitamin C power. Vitamin C gets less attention for joint care, but it's crucial, especially for collagen production. Collagen in turn forms the connective cushioning inside your joints. Without enough vitamin C, collagen synthesis slows, and your cartilage wears down faster. Chickpeas offer a boost, helping your body maintain a supple, flexible joint structure from the inside out. More magnesium. Yep, turns out chickpeas, like lentils, are also generous sources of magnesium. This translates into calmer muscles, calmer nerves, less tension in connective tissues, and ultimately, less chronic pain and better sleep. Good sleep is vital for recovery, and magnesium helps you get there. Simple chickpea-inspired meals to try. Here are some gentle ideas to make chickpeas part of your routine. Classic hummus with a twist. Blend chickpeas, lemon juice, garlic, tahini, olive oil, paprika, and a pinch of turmeric. Dip with raw veggies or spread on whole grain toast. Roasted chickpea snacks. Toss chickpeas in olive oil, smoke paprika and cumin, then roast until crisp. Crunchy, nutritious, and anti-inflammatory. Chickpea stews. One-pot wonder. Sauté onion, garlic, tomatoes, your favorite spices, and simmer chickpeas till tender. Salad bowl boost. Toss chickpeas into kale or spinach salads for added texture and nutritional heft. Veggie burger mash. Mash cooked chickpeas with oats, spices, veggies, form into patties, and pan fry. Protein-packed meat substitute that's tender and flavorful. Why these two legumes matter so much. You've already seen how lentils and chickpeas bring complementary strengths. Plant-based protein, magnesium, fiber, folate, potassium. Both lentils and chickpeas provide these essential nutrients. You don't need to rely on any one food. This is about variety, consistency, and simple incorporation into meals you already enjoy. Third protein placeholder. I didn't want to spoil all the surprises at once, but rest assured, a third amazing plant-based protein is waiting in the wings. It'll round out your options with different nutrients and flavors, completing your plant-powered anti-arthritis toolkit. I'll be sharing it soon. Stay tuned for how it fits perfectly with lentils and chickpeas. How to create a joint health boosting plate. You're probably thinking, this sounds promising, but how do I actually turn these legumes into regular meals? Here's a simple checklist to build anti-inflammatory, delicious, and easy meals. Protein base. Choose one, or both, from lentils and chickpeas. Colorful veggies. Mix in leafy greens, peppers, tomatoes, carrots, broccoli. Lots of color, lots of nutrients. Smart seasonings. Use anti-inflammatory herbs and spices. Turmeric with black pepper. Ginger, garlic, cumin, paprika, oregano. Healthy fats, drizzle in olive oil or tahini. Both offer antioxidants and improve nutrient absorption. Acidic kick, a splash of lemon or lime brightens flavor and aids digestion. Bonus add-ons. Add spinach, kale, avocado, pumpkin seeds, whatever's fresh, cheap, and easy. Build your joint-boosting pantry. Dried or canned lentils and chickpeas, Trader Joe's, Walmart, local co-op, all good options. Canned diced tomatoes, versatile base. Spice rack essentials, turmeric, black pepper, garlic powder, cumin, paprika. Bread in bowls, whole grain wraps, pita, rice, or quinoa. Balanced carbs to round things out. Fresh basics. Lemon, lime, garlic, onion, seasonal veggies. Morning, noon, and night, sample meal plan. Breakfast, hummus-licked whole grain toast with diced tomatoes plus fresh spinach. Snack, roasted chickpeas, savory or lightly spiced. Lunch, lentil bowl, lentils plus kale, chard plus avocado plus olive oil and lemon dressing. Dinner, chickpea stew with turmeric, tomatoes, spinach plus side of roasted veggies. Optional, lentil or chickpea veggie burger and wrap W/slaw and spices. This gives you protein, anti-inflammatory phytonutrients, healthy fats, fiber, and immune-boosting vitamins, all in foods that soothe your joints and taste good. Tips to build momentum. Start small. Pick one meal a week to get used to the new flavors and textures. Customize. Cook once, eat twice. Make enough for leftovers. Make it fun. Add toppings like pickled onions, fresh cilantro, crushed nuts for fresh texture and taste. Track your progress. Notice if your morning stiffness eases or if you sleep better. Small signals of change add up. Engage your community. Talk with friends, family, caregivers, or fellow seniors. Invite someone to join you. It's more meaningful and motivating. Real-life stories of change. Marie, 68, says that after adding lentil soup 3 times a week, she noticed waking up easier, with less creaky knees. Welcome back to the second part of our deep dive into the healing power of plant-based proteins for arthritis relief. In part 1, we explored two nutrition all-stars, lentils and chickpeas, and how they can reduce inflammation, support joint function, and restore mobility and vitality from the inside out. Today, we'll wrap up the trifecta with a third and final food that might surprise you with its gentle strength and versatility, tofu. But before we get there, let's take a deeper look at where we left off, chickpeas and their extraordinary ability to ease arthritis symptoms naturally. A deeper look at chickpeas and blood sugar balance. When we talk about chickpeas, we can't ignore one of their greatest strengths, fiber. And while fiber is typically linked to digestion, its benefits go far beyond keeping your gut happy. Here's something most people don't realize. High blood sugar levels trigger inflammation. This isn't just a concern for diabetics, it affects anyone dealing with arthritis. When you eat sugary foods or refined carbohydrates, your body reacts by increasing the production of inflammatory markers. That means more swelling, more stiffness, and more pain in your joints. Chickpeas, thanks to their naturally high fiber content, help slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This leads to more stable blood sugar levels, which in turn helps reduce the frequency and intensity of inflammation. Fewer spikes and crashes mean your energy is steadier, your mood is more stable, and your joints can rest easier. So if you're struggling with arthritis and wondering how to make your diet more supportive, adding more chickpeas is a smart step forward, not just for joint health but for your whole body. Creative and delicious ways to use chickpeas. Now here's the fun part. Chickpeas are incredibly versatile, and once you begin incorporating them into your weekly routine, you'll discover just how flexible and tasty they really are. Hummus, a classic go-to. Creamy, delicious, and easy to pair with raw veggies, whole grain crackers, or pita bread. Roasted chickpeas. Toss with olive oil, sea salt, paprika, and cumin. Roast until crispy for a snack that's crunchy and satisfying, without the inflammation that comes from processed chips. Stir fries. Add chickpeas to sautéed vegetables with garlic, ginger, turmeric, and tamari. It's a quick, anti-inflammatory powerhouse meal. Soups and stews. Chickpeas add hearty texture and protein to brothy bowls or tomato-based soups. Grain bowls. Combine chickpeas with sweet potato, spinach, avocado, and quinoa. Add a lemon tahini dressing and enjoy a joint-nourishing lunch or dinner. Curries. Simmer chickpeas with coconut milk, garlic, onion, and curry powder for a warming anti-inflammatory dish. Baked goods. Chickpea flour is naturally gluten-free and high in protein. It works well in pancakes, cookies, muffins, and even breads. Want more creativity? Try using chickpeas in brownies or veggie burger patties. Their mild flavor blends easily into sweet or savory recipes. Practical tips for adding chickpeas to your diet. Start slow. If you're not used to eating lots of legumes, begin with a few servings a week to give your digestive system time to adjust. Choose canned or dry. Canned chickpeas are convenient, but always rinse them well to remove excess sodium. Dry chickpeas are cheaper and just require soaking and boiling in advance. Batch cook. Cook a large pot of chickpeas and freeze in smaller portions for easy use later. Consistency counts. The more consistently you eat chickpeas, the more cumulative benefit your joints and immune system will feel. Some people thrive eating them daily, others prefer them a few times per week. Either way, you're feeding your body what it needs. It's easy to feel like arthritis puts your health out of your hands. But chickpeas are one small way to reclaim some control, to bring healing back to your plate. 3. Tofu, the surprising joint-supporting powerhouse. And now, the final addition to our plant-based protein trio, tofu. Tofu sometimes gets a bad rap. People think it's bland, complicated, or just not their thing. But if you're open to trying something new or giving it another chance, tofu may quickly become a cornerstone of your arthritis-friendly diet. Here's why. Tofu is made from soybeans, one of the few plant-based complete proteins available. That means tofu contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair tissue, including the muscles, tendons, and ligaments that support your joints. For anyone managing arthritis, that's a big deal. Complete protein, low inflammation. When you're living with arthritis, you need protein that builds muscle without triggering inflammation. That's not always easy. Many animal proteins, especially red meats and processed varieties, can promote inflammation. Tofu, on the other hand, delivers complete protein in a gentle anti-inflammatory form. It supports muscle health, encourages tissue repair, and reduces the workload your joints have to carry. In fact, by including tofu in your meals, you're giving your joints the kind of support they need to stay mobile and stable, especially as you age. Plant-based omega-3s for joint lubrication. Another thing that makes tofu so valuable, omega-3 fatty acids. You've likely heard that omega-3s reduce inflammation and support joint health. Most people think the only reliable source is fish, but tofu, and soy in general, is one of the few plant-based sources of these joint-loving fats. Omega-3s help decrease the production of inflammatory chemicals in the body, easing pain and stiffness. Adding tofu to your meals is a smart way to get these benefits, especially if you follow a plant-based diet or are trying to reduce your seafood intake. Joint health isn't just about the joints themselves, it's about the bones that surround and support them. That's where calcium and vitamin D come in. Tofu is naturally high in calcium, which helps keep bones strong and reduces the risk of fractures. Many types of tofu are also fortified with vitamin D, which improves calcium absorption and contributes to overall bone and immune health. If you're lactose intolerant or avoiding dairy because of its potential to trigger inflammation, tofu is a fantastic dairy-free alternative. Vitamin D is especially important for those with arthritis. Low levels of this nutrient are associated with increased joint pain, reduced mobility, and even mood changes. Adding tofu gives you a natural dose of these bone-loving nutrients, helping you stay strong from the inside out. Here's something else remarkable. Tofu contains compounds called isoflavones, plant-based nutrients found in soy that have mild estrogen-like effects. Don't worry, these won't throw your hormones out of balance. On the contrary, isoflavones may help reduce joint pain and stiffness, especially for women experiencing arthritis during or after menopause. Research has shown that people who consume soy regularly may experience better joint flexibility, reduced inflammation, and even improved immune function. Think of isoflavones as gentle partners in your healing process, supportive, steady, and backed by science. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room: flavor. Tofu doesn't have much taste on its own, and that's exactly what makes it so versatile. It acts like a sponge, absorbing whatever flavors you add. Marinate it. Combine lemon juice, olive oil, tamari or soy sauce, garlic, and spices like turmeric or paprika. Let tofu soak for an hour before cooking. Cook it your way. Pan fry for a golden crust, bake until firm, stir fry with vegetables, or grill it for a smoky finish. Try silken tofu. It's great in smoothies, soups, puddings, and even creamy dips. Blend with berries and almond milk for a protein-rich smoothie. Need some inspiration? Crispy tofu and vegetable stir-fry, tofu curry with coconut milk and turmeric, tofu scramble in place of eggs, baked tofu nuggets with a dipping sauce, tofu wrap with avocado, greens, and spicy tahini sauce. Tofu is available in various textures: silken, soft, firm, and extra firm. Experiment to find your favorite. Once you get used to it, tofu becomes an easy, affordable staple. Buy organic when possible to avoid GMO soy. Unopened tofu lasts a long time in the fridge. It's a great last-minute protein option. Press firm tofu to remove water before cooking. This improves texture and flavor absorption. Start with 2-3 servings a week, then increase as desired. Listen to how your body responds. So now you've got the full picture. 3 incredible, accessible, plant-based proteins that can radically support your joint health. Lentils: protein, fiber, folate, magnesium, potassium, reduces stiffness, easy to prep. Chickpeas: fiber, protein, polyphenols, vitamin C, stabilizes blood sugar and boosts collagen. Tofu: complete protein, omega-3s, calcium, vitamin D, isoflavones, reduces joint pain and inflammation. Each one offers unique anti-inflammatory properties, supports muscle and bone health, and helps stabilize your body's systems, all of which reduce the daily strain that arthritis places on your joints. And perhaps most importantly, these foods empower you. They're not drugs, they're not expensive. They're simple tools that put some control back into your hands. Your next steps: try one new recipe this week with lentils, chickpeas, or tofu. Keep track of how your joints feel after a few weeks. Share your success, invite friends or family members to join you. Be consistent. Small changes become big relief over time. Have you tried cooking with tofu? Do you have a favorite chickpea recipe? Drop your comments below. I'd love to hear what's working for you. And if you found this guide helpful, give it a like. It helps more people discover these natural options. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next video or article on pain relief, joint support, and everyday wellness. Arthritis can feel relentless. It can steal your energy and limit what you can do. But adding 3 simple, affordable foods to your daily menu, foods that are already available across grocery aisles, can help you reclaim control. Lentils bring magnesium, potassium, fiber, folate, and protein. Chickpeas add polyphenols, vitamin C, magnesium, fiber, and protein. Flexible, accessible cooking: stews, salads, soups, burgers, dips, you name it. You don't have to surrender to pain. Change doesn't have to be radical to be effective, it just has to be consistent. And the best part is, these foods don't just manage pain, they actively help your body rebuild, strengthen, and protect your joints. Pick one food, lentils or chickpeas, and add it to a weekly meal, maybe tomorrow night. Journal how your body responds. Notes on stiffness, mood, energy, sleep. Tell me, leave a comment or type 1 inch below if this resonated, 0 inches if not. Subscribe and click the bell, more natural health strategies are coming your way. Because real joints deserve real nourishment, not just prescription band-aids. These humble legumes aren't miracle pills, but they are medicine in a meal. They give you nutrients, inflammation-busting power, and muscle support, including healthier collagen, without taxing your wallet. Start simple. Start today. Let lentils and chickpeas start doing the heavy lifting in the kitchen, so you can walk, live, and enjoy more of the life you love, free from arthritis' daily constraints. Arthritis doesn't define you. You are not powerless. Your body is not broken. It's asking for support. And sometimes that support comes not from prescriptions or pricey products, but from something simple, something quiet, something already in your kitchen. Chickpeas, tofu, lentils, 3 humble foods. One powerful path to less pain, better movement, and a life that feels like yours again. Start today. Even just one small step forward can lead to meaningful change. If you're watching this and nodding along, drop a 1 inch in the comments and tell me which recipe you're excited to try, and be the first to know when I reveal the 3rd superstar protein next time. Here's to stronger joints, brighter mornings, and better days ahead, by way of your dinner plate. You've got this.